All righty. We are live on YouTube. If everybody can mute themselves, actually, I will mute you. We're going to get it going here. All right. Well, today is May the, whoops. Am I still live? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Today is May the 23rd, 2021. And I was so disappointed that I did not realize that if I could have done something special on May the 21st. They said, that if you did something on May the 21st at 11 o'clock, the 21st hour of the 21st, and the 21st minute in the 21st century of the 21st year of the 21st century. And I think I would just asleep. I slept through that momentous occasion. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Somebody said, this is something really big. I'm like, well, you could have told me before it already went by. But anyway, ladies, I don't know if you see my necklace and my earrings. So this is the first time I've actually worn it. I don't know. You know how in Mary Kay, we win so much. But this was being the first 6 months for being what was it for, Jenna? The sparkler. If you did the first 6 months, and then these were until career conference, and then the bracelet that matches will be the ones who do the 600 until the end of the seminar year. So anyway, I thought it's very pretty. I don't know why I hadn't pulled this sucker out to wear it, but anyway, we did a Power of Pink workshop. So for my area, we just did a marketing night. And so I want to tell all of you that I am uploading it as we speak on YouTube. So it'll be there. And it's somewhat generic so that you can share it with anybody you want to. Okay. So rather than go over that whole thing again, I'm not going to do that, but I am going to hit some of the high points in it so that you can kind of see it. I did a little PowerPoint presentation because that is my geekiness that wanted to come out and do that. And so I want to talk with you guys tonight about why you join Mary Kay and how many different reasons there are that people join. And some people are going to join as a consultant for a different reason that you joined. And it's hard to think about that because sometimes we think, well, this is why I did it. Why can't you do it because I did it? That may not be it. And you may be talking to people and not hitting some of the areas that could be their hot button. Does that make sense? So for example, I joined Mary Kay. Originally, I had a job, but I joined because I really did need to make extra money. And I really loved the products, but I thought they were expensive. And I thought it would be a great deal if I could get them at cost. Those are the reasons I joined. Okay. And then the reason I stay in is because of the friendships, of course, the income, but it's mainly the friendships and the people. That's why I stay in. And I really enjoy the products and, all of that. So, happy anniversary, Jana. That's amazing. So let me ask you, Jana, I'm just going to pull you up here with me and we're just going to kind of interview a couple of the directors up here. So what's your original, when you joined Mary Kay, what was one of your original, in fact, these are the things that I talked about on the video, is I talked about 4 Ps. It's the products, the people, the profits, and the purpose. So kind of think about those 4 things. What would be why you decided to sign up to sell Mary Kay in the very beginning?
Well, some people don't know this kind of backstory, but I had a Mary Kay party when I was 25 because I was getting lines up here and lines around here. And my sister said, you should use Mary Kay. It's really good. And I said, I heard it's expensive. Anyway, had the party. The gal left me a cassette tape to listen to. And it was, had like Gloria Mayfield Banks, it was the light purple. Anyway, listened to the tape and I thought, I can't imagine any reason why I wouldn't do this. This sounds absolutely amazing. And I love the products. And the gal never called me back. And so I think secretly I had a little chip on my shoulder. So I was using the products and I was just getting them from whoever I could get them from. And then about 6 years later, my beauty consultant said, I just think you'd be really good. I just think you'd be really good. And I'm like, Debbie, I've got a job. I've got enough friends. And she said, well, and it was right after we got married and it was that half price. It was half price. That's it. because I'm
The
a smart.
starter kit was half price.
No, the products.
To
Purchasing
get the products at half price.
I just wanted to get my products for half price. I said, I don't want to sell anything. If you tell me I have to sell one thing, I'm not signing up. And she said, no, you can do whatever you want to do. And I said, okay, that's good. Because I don't, and she said, but that's where you make money. I said, I don't care about that because I have a job and I'm all good. So I was very stinky and naughty. And but that's why I started. And then my sister said, let's do a get together. And then I had almost, it was really close to $800 in sales. And so I made $400 profit in a couple hours, and I'm a numbers girl. So I'm like, huh, I could do this more often.
Yep. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. And you know what? It's funny because my consultant also gave me a cassette tape, and it had a lady, it had a big pink Cadillac on the front and a lady leaning on it with her big mink coat. And it said, this time next week, you could be a business for yourself. I'm like, and she had a really nice folder with that in there. And I thought, I want to be in business for myself. Yes, I do. And so it's funny about those cassette tapes, you guys. I mean, we're funny about not sharing the opportunity with people and letting them listen to something, but we would take a cassette and put it in our car and listen to it. So anyway, there you go.
But if that gal would have followed up, I would have been on her team. And imagine the money that she would have made if she would have recruited me.
That's right.
She didn't follow up. So let that be your lesson.
Yes.
Follow up.
For sure. For sure. Okay. Sayla, I'm gonna bring you up here. We'll take Jana away. Bye, Jana. Sayla, when you originally signed up, what would be the reason that you originally signed up? Oh, you're muted. She turned it. Now your video's off. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on my phone because I could not connect to my computer for some reason. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I originally signed up, I was a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids, and I just wanted some girlfriends and just to make a little spending money to put in my little go buggy car. But really and truly, I love staying home with my kids, but I am such a people person that I just needed some girlfriends, and I thought, what a great way. So that is the reason I originally signed up. Of course, once I learned how many awesome people are in Mary Kay and all the fun we have and the money that we can make, I've stayed in all these years. So it's awesome.
I love it. Well, your phone sure does a good video. You look like a million. We always do, but you look especially good tonight. Okay, I'm going to pull up Laree. I'm going to add you up here. And so, Laree, we were just, I don't know if you heard the very, very beginning. Okay, yeah. So what would be, whoops, sorry about that. Let me get Laree back up here. Where'd you go, sister? Okay. So what would be your reason when you initially signed up? And by the way, Sayla, how long had you been in?
About 26 years.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. And Laree, how long have you been in?
24.
Okay, and Jana, what's yours? Today's your anniversary. How long?
18 years today.
Wow. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So Laree, what would be your reason? Because I know you had a job already as well.
Right. I really had 2 reasons. I always say that I really signed up for the tax advantages, because whenever we had a get together and they went over the reasons women do Mary Kay, it was really the tax breaks. And I'm like, I was getting to the point financially where I was having to pay in instead of getting a refund, and I was not liking that. And so I'm like, I can deduct this, and this, and have more money, but pay less taxes on it. And so that's kind of what sold me. But that's what I say, but that was really the excuse I used, because I think what really deep down, I had so much fun with those girlfriends. We did a glamour shoot. That's what I was invited to. And we had, I was like every consultant's dream guest, because I said, oh, can I bring friends? And so I brought 3 or 4 different people. I brought my mom and my sister and some girls from work, and I just had so much fun putting those boas on them and the leather jackets, and I just needed fun. in my life. I think I'm very rational like Jana. I'm numbers and analytical and that kind of thing. And so that's why I've always said it was because of the tax breaks and the money side of it. But really, once you peel back the onion, so to speak, I needed girlfriends. And this was so much more fun than what I did, 8 to 6 every day.
Yeah. It was definitely more fun than my
Definitely
full-time
why
job.
I stayed in.
Yeah.
The girlfriends and the sisterhood and just being around positive women that uplift each other instead of drag each other down. Yeah. That's what I craved to be around.
I love it. So that's one of the things that we need to really, when we talk about recruiting and team building, is to think about some of these things that everybody is saying. Okay. Let me see who else I want to bring on screen. Okay, you know what? I'm going to bring up here Miss DIQ, one of them. This is Maureen. I'm going to add you up here with me a minute. Maureen, how long you been in Mary Kay?
24 years.
Okay, and why did you initially join?
Well, it's kind of funny, but I don't know, it might be embarrassing. I thought I spend that much in the bar in one night. Why not get 50% off?
There you go.
Yeah. So that was the initial reason. I thought if I could be doing something else other than attending bar sessions, then maybe it would be a good thing in my life. So I loved the skincare and I worked at a grocery store. So I had a whole health and beauty aid aisle right at my fingertips, but I had a consultant who called me when she was in the neighborhood to drop off my stuff right at my work. So that's why I started.
I love it. And so she went from the smoky bar to the beauty bar. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Shannon, can I put you up here with me? Hang on just a minute.
I'm sorry. I almost flashed you guys. I forgot I didn't have my jacket on.
Oh no. Well, you're good. You're closed. Now that's rule number one. Wear clothes on the Zoom calls.
Oh my God.
So how long have you been in the company, Shannon?
Yeah, I posted earlier. It's been 10 years. April 7th made 10 years. And 10 years ago, April, it was $50 to get in.
Okay. Was that half price starter kit?
Half price starter kit.
You know what I remember about that is that was 2011 and our unit recruited, I think 33 people that month. It was like the most we had ever recruited in one month.
Really?
It was amazing.
That's so like the E-Star, huh?
What was your initial reason for signing up?
I would probably say, I'm going to tell you the truth. It really excited me because I was with the government. I was working in the oil industry, and then I went to the federal government. Then I went back to school for my master's and my PhD. And I just going through the transition of it all, to know that I was able to work with women with the morality of God first, family second, and career third, that intrigued me. So I was curious to know, what does this corporate environment look like?
Yeah.
Basically, that was it. I just wanted to know, how do you work in a corporate environment holding these morals, the core values, as God first, family said? What does it look like? And so that's what I wanted to see. But I'm gonna just tell y'all the other side to it. My bestie and I became friends. Our sons will be 39 this year, and we met when they were 2 years old, and they're 5 days apart. So that's how I can remember how long we've been friends, but how old our children are. Well, her daughter recruited her back in to Mary Kay, and she said, if I got to get in, you got to get back in. So she put me there. So I'm walking through the mall. We had an event, and she asked me, what's your social security number? But because she's my friend, I never questioned it. I said, oh, da, 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 da. She says, okay, I know you use the P.O. box. What's the shipping address? And I said, da, 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 da. And she said, she asked me my driver's license. Just because she's my friend, I never questioned it. And she signed me back up. So please tell me this is not being taped because we get ready to celebrate her directorship.
Well, it
That's
is,
how I got
but
back
you know
in
what?
America.
I don't think I don't think it's going to go too far. You know what's so crazy about that is when you trust your friends. You know, she did the biggest favor, right, to you that
She
day.
sure did. She sure did.
So,
And I will never forget that. She said, you can't tell that story. She said, you just can't tell that story. I said, well, you know what? I said, but that's the truth. She signed me back up. She says, if I got to get back in, you got to get back in. She
And a
said, we're
lot
going
of
to ride
people-
this dream together.
That's right. And you see a lot of people though that sign up and that they're like top directors and everything. And they say, why'd you get in? They go, because my friend needed one more person. And she said, just do it. Just do it. You don't have to do anything. And I did. And now I'm a top director, you know, so it's very similar to that, Shannon. So, hey, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I love
Okay.
it. I love it. Okay. I'm just going to pull up Katie Harris up here with us. Miss Katie. Katie is a newer director in Mary Kay. Not that new, but now a couple years, right, Katie? I think going on year 2.
This is year 2. Yes.
Okay. So how long have you actually been in Mary Kay?
8 years.
Okay. And why did you sign up initially?
Oh my goodness. I had just moved to a new place, a new town. I followed my boyfriend to a new place and I didn't know anybody. And I also really loved skincare and makeup, but I was very skeptical. But when I first got into it, like I hosted a party, Jana was my consultant, also my recruiter. And I purchased a lot of product that night. And my then boyfriend, now husband, was like, are you going to pay that much every single time? And I was like, well, there's this really awesome option to pay half price. And he's like, well, why don't you just do that? So I don't remember how much longer. I think it was a couple months after I had had my party, and Jana was very awesome about following up, but not being too persistent. It was just perfect, just checking in. And she always wanted to be my friend first and then just check on me, Mary Kay wise. So, but yeah, it was definitely for new relationships and for the 50% discount, which it's changed and morphed into, you know, being able to earn a full-time income and be able to raise my 3 kids at home and be home with my family and still be able to do something that I'm passionate about in mentoring and coaching women. So yeah, that would be why.
I love it. I love it. Well, that was some good advice he gave you. You know, my first husband, he's no longer with me. I used to say he's no longer with us, but he's no longer with me. But anyway, he's like, you don't want to do that. If you do that, you're paying for it. I'm not. And I'm like, I said, I sure will pay for it. Anyway, so funny, you know, how different people have different attitudes. And of course, later he liked the money. But anyway, good for your husband. Good for your husband. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Katie.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I just saw Heather. I'm gonna pull up our new little red jacket up here. Heather. I can't spotlight you. Yeah, I can. There you go. Heather, why did you sign up? How long you been in first?
Been in a year on April 30th, so about a year and a month now.
Okay, and she just got her red jacket. So why did you initially sign up?
I signed up because it was into April, and because of COVID had just happened, I lost my job at the school I was attending, and I had the whole summer ahead of me, no money, and so I signed up because it was an opportunity to have a summer job, and loved makeup, so it was a win-win.
I love it. I love it. Okay, and she's doing great in it. So thank you so much, Heather.
Oh, and I
Okay.
will say that Mary Kay is the only reason I'm getting approved for a loan right now. The only reason.
Oh,
So
because
the
you make-
income has helped me so much.
Oh, well, great. That is awesome. I'm telling you, see, that is really, really good to share that, really. Okay, I'm gonna just do like one more. Let's see. What about Miss Audie? Audie Bailey, you ready to be on live with me for a second? Audie, tell us, how long have you been in Mary Kay? Wait, you gotta unmute. You gotta unmute, sister. There you go.
12 years. And then I was a teacher. And I'm retired now. So, and I gradually got back in with another director. So, and I've been with her for 4 years. And so I'm a senior, and I go back and forth with the red. And the reason why I got in, I was teaching, I was single, had a little girl to raise, and I needed money. And I love the product, and I wanted it at half price. And I stayed in because of the girlfriend time. I needed positive environment. And I just love the self-growth. I'm a different person because I have been in Mary Kay. I see life differently because of that. And so many people have affected my life, like Gloria, I follow her, and Sabrina, and I look at all of these mentors, and I think, they came up through the ranks just like me, and they can do it, I can do it too. So,
Yes, ma'am.
that's why I'm staying in.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much, girl. Okay. I see my beautiful Deborah Barrett. Deborah, I'm going to bring you up here on the screen with me. And so, Deborah, how long have you been in Mary Kay? Wait, you got to unmute there. Hang on. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
It was 23 years, May 15th.
That's right. Okay. So happy anniversary month to you. 23 years is a big deal. I think I've already told you that this month.
Yes.
So Deborah,
Yes.
Originally, why did you sign up to sell Mary Kay?
I was introduced as a senior in high school. I loved her coming to my house to do a party, and I got free product. But after college, I got married, and I had my second born. And Tanya Carter kept talking to me about it. But everything, I wanted to stay at home, and I wanted to be a part of the sisterhood that I saw, and the fun, and then the money is unlimited. Like, nobody has to tell you how many hours you have to work and how much you can make. So, and I wished I had already taken it up a long time ago, more serious, because I'm ready to go. I don't want to go back to the healthcare thing.
And but that's the thing, it's never too late. I look at Maureen, she's been in over 20 years, and she is a DIQ fixing to finish her directorship. So, it's just, sometimes it's God's time, and sometimes it's different choices we made in our life. But you know what? Now's your time, Deborah. And so I'm excited. And your hair is so long.
Awesome.
And beautiful. I haven't seen you in a while. It looks so good.
Thank you.
I love it. Well, you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to switch over and just show you a little bit of, I'm not going to go through the whole slideshow as far as what I said, but I'm going to show it to you. And I want you to just kind of look at it. And then that way you'll kind of know what it says if you want to share that, the little video that I just did for marketing. Okay. So I just did a little bit of a PowerPoint. And so let me just, hang on a minute. I got to pull it up. Okay, perfect. So let me just I was just going to kind of show it to you and go through it real quick, just so you can have an idea what is on there. Okay, so this one is, so what I did, the whole theme was the power of pink. And so I just started out with this slide that we believe in the power of pink. And these are the 4 things that all of you have talked about, some of these during the reasons of why you signed up. Okay. Some of us was the products. Most of us had a little product experience before we signed up to sell Mary Kay. Some didn't, but most people do. So I would say it is very important, I feel like, for people to try some products. You can sign them up before they try, and I have. But then, because the products do speak for itself, but I do think people get more excited about selling when they have tried the products, because they know, well, they like it, so it's easier to sell. And then, of course, the people, the profits, and the purpose. And so I went through this today with our little marketing we did for our area. And this was just to show you, this was the products when Mary Kay started with. This was from 1985. And then these are the products from today. And aren't they beautiful? And I wanted to let you know that all of these pictures of the current products I got off of marykay.com under the digital assets. And they are very beautiful, crisp pictures. So if you're ever looking for pictures for your social media, that's where you go. You just go into resources, digital zone, and digital assets. And so then I talked a little bit about this. In fact, that it's funny, it was supposed to be on another page and it is, so I don't know why it's still there. But anyway, this is the manufacturing plant. I wanted people to know that our products are made in the United States, in Texas. And then we talked a little bit about how the products are, we have a lot of them that are good, have the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval, about the testing, about how many products that we have, that they're purchased directly through a Mary Kay beauty consultant. You can't buy them through a store. And talked a little bit about the Mary Kay website, and then how you get a website when you sign up. Then we talked a little bit about the people part of Mary Kay. And of course, the people starts with the woman, Mary Kay Ash, you know. And so I love this picture of her. She used to, you know, reach down and shake people's hand at seminar. And then this is the little, it was in a little article that Mary Kay did. And I thought it was just really good. It talked about that Mary Kay had 3 goals: rewarding opportunities, to manufacture irresistible products and make the world a better place. I thought that was pretty neat. And also we talked about the 78 million to the foundation as well. And then these are just some pictures that of through the years, just a few fun pictures. I just picked random of why I love my Mary Kay. And these are the people and why I love it. And then of course, my directors, and these are consultants in our national area that all registered for seminar last year. And, you know, when I look at their faces, I'm like, why do you love Mary Kay? Right there. Mm-hmm. My beautiful unit members and these consultants and my director friends. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's it. And my customers too, of course. But I hang out more with my consultants and with my director friends than my customers, you know. So it's pretty awesome how this is what Mary Kay has brought me. And it's something that when you sign that agreement, you don't know. You just don't know who you're going to meet, who could be your bestie. And then we talked about, I got these facts from the Mary Kay digital assets that Mary Kay, there's 20 million fans on social media for Mary Kay. We are in nearly 40 countries. And then I have my little pink journey of my very first homemade pink suit for seminar when I started. Then my first director suit was a pink director suit in '89. And then the 30th anniversary director suit was pink. And this is on one of Mary Kay's old cars, or a replica of her car, her pink Cadillac, and then my pink Cadillac. So that's my little power of pink from a homemade pink suit. And I laugh, I say, no, it's not designer, it's homemade. And so I made it. That's the last thing I ever made, was that pink suit. But anyway, to the pink Cadillac. And so, you know, I definitely believe in the power of pink. And then we talked about the profits where you can earn up to 50%. One of the highest one of the highest percentages in the industry today in direct sales, and talked a little bit about the commissions. What I did not do is go through all the different things in Mary Kay as far as like Red Jacket Team Leader, Elite Team Leader, and all that, because it's too much when you're talking to someone about the company. And someone needs to mute if you don't mind. And then the car program, of course. And I just showed these cars, and I did not show the XT6 or the truck or the Camaro or the Traverse, because that is ending June 30th. And I just decided not to put those in here because that way you could use the video, you know, in July. And so if you didn't know that, they're ending the Premier Car Plus and the Cadillac Plus program for now. You know, they usually end them and then they come out with something else later. There's 160,000 cars on the road in Mary Kay. Isn't that pretty awesome? So it's not just 1 or 2 people that earn them. And then we talked about the prizes. These are this year's prizes for seminar. So lots of beautiful things that you can win and earn from Mary Kay. And so we talked about that a little bit. And then we really talked about on the purpose right here, the brand manifesto. And this is what Mary Kay, this is right here, ladies, what makes Mary Kay different. It's all of this right here. the purpose, the opportunity, hope, empowerment, about helping people feel beautiful on the inside and out and create personal relationships. So that's it right there. Like that's something we ought to memorize and sell at every single party. And you can find this little slide on the Mary Kay Digital Assets. And so it's just, I think we should start every party with that. Really, I was thinking about that today. And then our priorities of God first, family second, and career third, and that we believe in the empowerment of women. Now, this lady does not have guns like Selah, you know, so she needs Selah. We might have put your arm right there. And then we went over the ways to get started. And so we had the starter kit option, the $30, we went over that, then the $130, and how much better a value this is because of the full-size products made at $400. And then the add-on, and this is the sample pack. And really, both sets, you need to tell them to get the sample pack because the sample pack is it's normally $69 and you get it for $45. So that's saving a lot of money, you know, getting all those samples, and you know you're going to use them. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I just showed a little kind of picture of my starter kit from 1985. And then this is the beautiful starter kit for today. Who wouldn't want that starter kit? I'd pay $100 for the bag and just, you know, the date book. Have you ever bought a date book at Hallmark or something? They're like $30. And so it is something else, really, what we get in that starter kit. And that, so we do believe that pink is powerful. And then I just ended it with, I hope that, you know, at the end of this thing, you'll screenshot this and post this on your Instagram, that you choose Mary Kay and that you signed up. So I wanted to show you, that's the quick little thing. And that's what we went over for the Power Pink marketing. And so I will post that link on the, well, you can find it on YouTube under my name, but I'll also send it to our Voxer group and also on Cheetah Nation. Okay, directors will have it for sure. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share tonight. I told my people that I would keep it a little shorter tonight, but I wanted y'all to see the different reasons why people sell Mary Kay, and I want us to get on a recruiting roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you're like, I am going to get on a roll. I'm fixing to sign me up some people. And so we got to start sharing this opportunity, because they're not going to beat the door down and ask us if, you know, I didn't find my consultant and say, hey, will you sign me up? You know, she asked me. And most of the time, you know, there's the exception to every rule, but go by the rule. And the rule is you have to ask them. Jana's girl missed out on 6 years of commission because she didn't ask her. She gave her a tape and didn't follow up. Why would she do that? You know why? Because that girl was probably scared Janet was going to tell her no. So she just gave it to her and thought, well, if she wants to, she'll call me. Janet didn't call her because Janet thought, well, she didn't even follow up. So forget you, right? And so don't do that. So if you share information with someone, follow up and say, hey, I just wanted to see what you thought. And, you know, I always say that, are you an A, a B, or a C? And I'll say all three letters are good. A is absolutely sign me up. B is buy me some coffee. You know, I have a few questions about Mary Kay. And C is I just want to be a customer and give you 100% of my money every time I order. And I'll say, either way is good with me. Because honestly, I'm not trying to lose customers when they don't sign. I don't want them ever to feel like now she's not going to talk to me because I didn't sign up, right? Because I'm really not about pressuring people to sell Mary Kay. And anytime that I've really put the stronghold on somebody like that, it doesn't work out, you know, unless it's like somebody like, you know, your sister or your cousin or your mother, you stronghold them if you need to, but, or your bestie, right, Shannon? So, but normally you want them to want to do it, because you're going to have a lot better results if they want to do it, but you just got to find out why. And you may just ask them, let's say you share this video, not this one, but the other one. You may just say, hey, let me ask you something. Of the 4 Ps that were talked about, this way you can also see if they watched it. Okay, so of the 4 Ps that were talked about, which one of those would be a reason why that Mary Kay would be attracted to you? And if they're like, they didn't watch it. Okay, if they don't know one of the Ps, they didn't watch it. Or if they say, well, really, I didn't watch the whole thing. Okay, well, that's okay too. But if you might just say, hey, I have a gift for you. I have a question at the end about the video. And if you watch it, you know, you just answer the question, I'll give you a free lipstick or whatever you want to give. You know, have a little incentive if they watch it all the way to the end. So that's just a couple tips on that. Okay, is there anything else any of the sales directors would like to say before we wrap it up tonight? Nope. All right.
How about this? How about we have a challenge and y'all go out, and how many people can you share this opportunity with this week? And so who's going to be the queen boss babe in recruiting?
Yep.
Me.
I think that's great. So here's what we'll do is next Sunday night, it'll be May 30th. And so when you get on here in the chat, I want everybody that's on here to say, this is how many I shared with last week. Who is the queen of sharing for last week? Okay. So you got to keep up with it. And we're going to post it. That'll be the first thing. Jana, it's your responsibility to remind me. Okay. And for the girls that went live, I already told Maureen this. I text her. I forgot to do a door prize. Maureen had a couple guests live. And I don't know that I think we might have had one other guest. Alexis, I think you were supposed to have some. Did you have any on there or no? No. Okay. So I apologize. I just forgot to do the door prize. I think it's because it's mostly consultants. But anyway, Maureen, I'll let you know that too. But anyway, so sorry about that. Normally I would have done the door prizes and all that, but then I'm like, nope, we got to wrap it up. So thank you, girl. All right. Well, you guys have an amazing week. Thank y'all for watching today. Let's go share the Mary Kay opportunity this week. It's still Mary Kay's birthday month and it's Jana's anniversary. So, and also hats off to Jana's brand new red jacket. Jana, is she on here tonight?
Nancy is not on here tonight.
Well, we'll still give her a round of applause. So for Nancy, her Jana's brand new red jacket.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate that.